Let's go.
Forest, celery, kale. Say it again? Oh yeah, okay. So you have, this is the juice bar. Green Forest, Vita C Green, Liquid Sun, Immunity Shot, Ginger, Tumor. Okay, well I drink that quite a bit, so I'm gonna try something else. Liver Shot, Black Radish, Lime, Granny Smith, Hot Chai, Hot Cocoa. I think I'm gonna go for, well, I do drink the carrot celery. My sister does juicing quite a bit. I've had a few of them. I think I'm gonna go for something green this time. Yeah, Vita C Green. I'm gonna take the smoothie you would recommend.
Okay.
With protein.
Okay, well, so then you got the choice of mango or strawberry,
I'm gonna go with,
blueberry,
which ones are better for me? Which one has a lot of vitamin C?
cherries.
Cherries?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go for the cherries.
And with the banana?
Yeah.
Which kind of milk would you want in there?
What kind of milk do you have?
Oat milk or almond milk?
I'm gonna go with almond milk, simply because I drink a lot of oat milk already.
Okay.
Oh wow, that's great. Dates too? That's awesome.
You got dates, you got cocoa powder.
What kind of protein am I having here?
That's a vegan, sorry, raw vegan
sprouted.
protein, yeah, sprouted, for sure.
Oh, very nice.
In there. And a little bit of cocoa powder,
Yes, sure.
cacao.
I never had any dates or cocoa powder in my smoothie before.
Really? I go
But,
nice with the cherries.
Really,
Yeah. Just do it kind of by eye here. I don't want too much to come out. That should be good. There you go. That's good for you. A lot of minerals there. And
oh,
did you
there's
want-
minerals in cocoa powder?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I didn't know.
Did you want a
Good
date
to know.
also?
A date, sure.
How many followers do you have on your channel?
We're fairly new, so I would say we got about 152 subscribers.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, we just started maybe 1 or 2 months ago.
That's very good.
Yeah, we had a channel before, so there were about 100 subscribers,
Okay.
but we erased all the videos. We want to be more natural.
Okay. What kind of videos were you doing before?
We were doing the same thing. But we had our makeup on and lots of jewelry. And,
Okay, more flashy.
we were more flashy. Now we're natural.
I like to hear that.
Makeup's not good for the skin. So
It's not, it's a big business, eh? Big industry.
it is a big industry. I was buying tons of it.
And in there, you're ready to go.
It looks good. Get that all blended up.
Yes. First you gotta plug it in. Not gonna work. Plug in. There we go.
Oh, it's a vitamin. That is great. I know I'm gonna enjoy this. Very good, very healthy. It's my protein shake. So as you can see, he put some cherries and cocoa in that, and it's just delicious. Today I wanted to talk about grocery prices. How to eat healthy on a limited budget when we're doing our groceries. I have seen, I'm sure all of you have seen that, you know, since the pandemic, we can fairly say that our food has gone up in price. For example, the other day I was doing some groceries and I noticed that olive oil is not the same price it used to be. I was able to get my olive oil at 1 liter for about $10, and I can't get that anymore, and that's a really good price. I was buying the good cold pressed 1 liter. Now that same bottle is for about $25, $20 to $25. So if you are noticing food prices going up and you have a limited budget and you want to know, how can I eat healthy on a limited budget with all these food prices going up? How can I do that? Then this video is for you, and I'm going to share some tips for all of us. Shopping in a health food store can be very beneficial. I used to look at health food stores and think, I can't go in there and buy anything. Everything in there must be expensive. Well, some things are very pricey, but it depends how you're using it and what you're coming in here for. So I've learned to come in here and be able to shop and do it wisely, because I'm not always cooking at home. So I buy things that I can use for an alternative. There's also building a rapport with your retailer in a health food store. They can let you know when the specials are coming in. Every store has a special. So for example, I'm just going to show you some of the protein powders. Here's organic protein powder. Now this is on special, so that's really good. It's good to keep at home, because if you're not wanting to buy meat all the time, you can have a protein powder with a salad. You can have your protein powder with a sandwich. But keeping them on hand is good to have if you feeling like you're not quite making all you're not buying a steak, you're not buying a grade A steak or something like that. You can get your protein from other resources. So I like to keep a jar of it at home, and let's just say I'm not gonna make any meat that day. I'm gonna have myself a simple supper. Like I said, I may just make a salad and then I'll wash it down with a protein powder. That way I'm not having any meat at all. I'll just have it with my protein powder, and maybe do that for like a couple of days, and maybe by like the 3rd or 4th day I'll start going on meat again. So it's just an alternative that can be used. There are other powders that are also very helpful, are green powders. Where are the green powders here? Green powders help a lot too. I'm not always making a salad. I might just want to have a cup of soup or something like that. Wash it down with a green smoothie, because there I'm getting my greens. And let me see where the green powders are. Hold on. There are a few green powders here. You got chlorella powder, spirulina, wheatgrass powder. There's some turmeric powder. All these different kind of powders are very good to keep in the pantry. They're good to have on hand. Let's see a price here. You got $24.99. All right. Loaded would be 12. Perfect. That's for just 1 teaspoon. So you got all that for 1 teaspoon. So that tells me, you know what? This is gonna last a bit. So the days I'm not having any vegetables, I'm not having any greens, I can wash my meal down, or whatever I'm having. Even if I'm having a snack, I can wash that down with a green. And that helps. comparing prices. We got baby spinach here at $3.99. Now, the grocery store that I shop in, this is usually about $4, $4.50, could even run up to about $5. The thing of it is that I'm in a health food store. This says that it's organic. I think that I would buy this because here it's $3.99 and it's organic. At my local supermarket, because it's organic, I will pay a bit more. Fresh produce is here in the health food store. Got some fresh kale. These are organic. Broccoli, organic, $4.99. Now, if I buy broccoli for like $2.99 at the local grocery store, it is $2.99, but it's not organic. I would like to have the organic one. And what I would do is cut my grocery list. Like, let's say on my grocery list I have ketchup. I don't have to buy the ketchup. I'll take the extra $1 and I'll get the broccoli for $4.99. Coming to protein powders, they can also be purchased at pharmacies and they can be purchased at supermarkets as well, being that they are so popular nowadays. This protein powder I just had at the health food store. I like this one because it is raw, sprouted protein, it's non-GMO, it's organic, and for 1 scoop, there is 22 grams of protein. This particular protein powder is sweetened with stevia. It's also good on the go. And it has, for the ingredients, there are mullet seeds, brown rice, and some grains in there. So this is just one of the choices that can be bought in replacing meat, and it is $39.79. We need all these vitamins, but let's face it, not all of us will be able to afford all of these vitamins. So what can be done is just purchasing a good multivitamin and trying to have a good diet to go along with that. Now, I'm not a doctor, so this is just a tip that can help. Omega-3s are important, but a good quality omega-3 might be a little expensive, so having a rich fish and seafood diet can help. Staying away from these places, even though they are quite convenient, they taste good. I'm in McDonald's myself, and I do like a good burger and a French fry. I do like pizza, but this can't be something that we're doing too often. It does get expensive, so maybe cooking something and preparing meals at home would just be the wiser thing to do. Grocery store flyers help. Checking weekly specials is very helpful. It helps us not buy things at full price. So that's just one other tip. Getting into the grocery store, you might have a grocery list and a meal plan. But what I've noticed is when we are entering into the store, you may not have had, or I may not have had, red peppers on my list. But buying them anyway, because they're on sale, to keep them in the fridge and to add them to whatever recipe that we're going to make. It doesn't always have to be on our grocery list to shop for deals. Price comparing. Now, as I had showed you before, the spinach in the health food store was $3.99, and here at my local grocery market, it is $5.99. That means that comparing prices is very helpful to the budget and can help us save in our wallet. Deli meat. Deli meat is also very quick, it's very convenient, and not to mention it tastes really good. However, it's not budget friendly. Deli meat can be very expensive. It's not exactly good for us, so we don't get a lot for the price we paid. So if we really want to watch our budget, respect our budget. There are certainly other ways to go about having that sandwich we like without paying an expensive price on deli meat. What I can suggest that I have done in the past, and I liked it worked for me, is buying whole meat. Well, this gentleman here was complaining about price. So it's funny how I was recording about price and I just ran into him. Buying whole meat, like a roast pork, roast beef, and seasoning that up, throwing it in the oven. It can be used for meals and also being cut up, sliced up, and it can be used for sandwiches as well. It's also better for us, just buying the whole meat like that and using that for different kinds of recipes. Taking one whole roast and dividing it into like 3 different types of meals: sandwich, a piece of meat on the plate with vegetables and salad or whatever, or a soup. So that means taking the whole meat and making your dollar spread. It's a little bit more work, but it definitely is budget friendly. That's just one suggestion regarding deli meat for people who like to eat sandwiches. Butter. Butter is a good cooking fat, and besides making our food taste good, it has some nutritional value to it. There are different kinds of butters to buy: unsalted butter, salted butter, and the best butter to buy, if that works within one's budget, would be grass-fed butter. I'm not showing any grass-fed butter here, but this regular butter does go on sale for $4.88. That's a good price considering that the regular price for butter is about $8. Milk. For people who drink milk and is buying 1 liter here, 2 liters there. I was doing that for a while, and then I realized I'm probably spending more than I should. Instead of buying 1 liter here and 2 liters there, if we see we are using milk often, I would suggest buying the 3 liters, it's 4 liters in a bag, and that will help save money and just keep 3 bags in the fridge, which is cheaper than buying the cartons. So that's just another suggestion. That's all in quantity, how much we are getting for our dollar, and how to make that dollar spread out. Here we come to paper plates, paper cups, plastic forks, and napkins, and all the things we need to prepare for a party, a gathering, social event. And one thing I have noticed in my own personal life, that whenever I buy these at the last minute, I'm paying more. I could be at the grocery store doing shopping, and then all of a sudden I start picking up paper plates from a supermarket that cost more than it would if I just simply planned properly, went to a Dollar Tree as they have in the US. Here in Canada, we have a Dollarama, and I would have paid a lot cheaper just planning properly and not buying on the go, buying at the last minute, where I'm going to spend much more money than I would spend at a convenient dollar store that sells just about everything in all different types of styles and colors, and can make a party look good and make a gathering look good, enjoying what we do without overspending. Keeping our homes clean does not have to be so costly. Most of these commercial cleaning agents are a hazard to our health anyway, and also a hazard to the environment. So here's a great way to minimize how much we spend on these household products, just by simply narrowing our purchase down to a cleaning agent that does almost everything, while being gentle to use and environment friendly. Looking for words on these products that say biodegradable, all-purpose cleaning, or multi-cleaner. I have one that I like to use. It's Hertel that should be showing up in just a minute. It is a multi-purpose cleaner. It's a liquid gel, and I use it for almost everything. I don't use it for my wood furniture because I use Murphy's oil for that from time to time, and Murphy's oil is also good for wood floors. So Murphy's oil is also a bit of a multi-purpose cleaner. So just narrowing down these products to one bottle, getting more usage out of it. Now for glass and mirror, vinegar is good for that. So buying a bottle of vinegar at the dollar store for about $4.25 is very budget friendly. Here are a couple of tips in the frozen section. I'll start with frozen prepared French fries. Now, frozen French fries are ranging in price almost $6 per bag, and they do go on sale. Frozen French fries, look, they're really fast. It's easy to get them home, get them on a pan, throw them in the oven, feed the kids, feed everybody in the family, and there, supper's halfway done. However, it doesn't help if we want to be on a decent budget and really try to be thrifty with our dollar. So I would suggest buying a bag of potatoes, cutting them up into fries, and just making them at home. Frozen vegetables, very good to have on hand, especially if we're pressed for time and we need to make a quick meal at home. Buying frozen vegetables as a mix is also budget friendly. Instead of saying, well, I'm going to buy one bag of broccoli, then one bag of corn, then one bag of carrots, when we can purchase frozen vegetables in a mixed bag, having green beans in there, peas, carrots, and cauliflower for one purchase instead of 3 different bags for 3 different purchases. Each mixed bag is different, just depending on what kind of meal we're preparing. They sell frozen mixed vegetables for an Asian dish. That's the one that comes with some I think it's baby corn, some mushrooms, some string beans. So just saying, I'm gonna buy the mixed bag rather than 3 to 4 different bags. We are getting our nutrients from our vegetables at a lower cost. And fresh is good too. I buy fresh as well, but having frozen on hand, I think it's a wise thing just to have them on hand. Doing the same thing with frozen vegetables is applying the same method while trying to maintain a budget. So we have here the frozen blueberries, and then we got frozen raspberries and strawberries. And this is a lot of fruit. It's all good. So just saying, I can't really buy all these 3 bags. What I will do is I'll get a bag that has the mix in it and just go for that. So here there are mixed berries with the strawberries. It comes with the blueberries and I think also banana. There are different varieties of mixes, and they all work and they're all giving the same nutrients. It's just, instead of buying 3 bags, one bag will do it with the mix. Avoid buying prepared salads. I'll go back to saying, the more we prepare at home, our own food, and take that with us to work, take that with us on the go, the less money we'll spend on prepared foods at the grocery store or even eating out at a restaurant. Having fish in our diet is definitely very important, but not all fish is actually that good for us. So learning more about food, doing our own research to protect ourselves from unwanted diseases is good to know. Wild fish, I just learned recently, is really good for us. And if we can't buy it fresh sometimes, we can get it in a can. Wild sockeye salmon is a good fish, and buying fish as a sardine is good. In oil, it could be in water, in tomato sauce or mustard sauce, whatever we choose, how we want to eat the sardines. Other foods in cans, such as mussels and oysters, are also good. They have a lot of iron quantity in them, and I do buy them, and they make a great tasting snack, and I'm getting my omega-3s at the same time if I'm not buying fresh fish. Getting more value out of our dollar by buying whole meats, as I had stated earlier. A whole chicken can go a long way. It can be cut up, spiced up, made into chicken sandwiches, chicken soup, lots of different things to do with chicken. Instead of buying processed foods, we can buy more whole meat to add to our diet to minimize our spending and overall maintain good health. We can see that olive oil has changed in market value, and some of us may not be able to afford $26 to $30 for a liter of olive oil. So you want to prepare a good meal and you just don't know what oil to get. Fortunately, there are other alternatives. We can purchase coconut oil. It is lower in cost. I find that coconut oil does last for quite some time. Getting it on sale is very good. It has all the benefits and nutrients that we need. Purchasing coconut oil, the best way to purchase that is cold pressed, the same as buying olive oil. Look for cold pressed, non-GMO. And once opening the bottle of coconut oil, I keep mine in the fridge just to keep the consistency so it doesn't turn to liquid. But this is what I'm using when I don't buy olive oil. We walk into our local supermarket, and as soon as we enter, we can smell fried chicken. And we can smell the French fries, and it stirs our stomach, and we're ready to bring it home. That is one of the worst things we can do. A tip I learned a long time ago is to eat before you do your groceries. Staying away from sugars, such as pies, sweet treats. I eat these things all the time, I have to be honest, and I shouldn't be eating any of it. I don't bake. I am fortunate to have a sister who does the baking, and she bakes healthy cakes and healthy breads, and that does help me a lot because I do believe if she wasn't there, I would be worse. But avoid buying these things will help our budget. It will decrease the cost in our groceries. We will generally be healthier. Cutting out condiments that we don't need. Is there any value in ketchup, barbecue sauce? Are we really getting any nutritional value out of these things, or are we just spending it for taste? There are other ways to go around in marinating our meats and preparing meals by minimizing the cost of buying these things, such as buying a healthier sauce, like a seasoning, a liquid seasoning. Bragg's is a very good company. They put a lot of natural ingredients in their products, and they also make soy sauce. So we can make our own sauces. We don't have to buy already made sauces. They're expensive. They're not helping our health. And also we have apple cider vinegar, great for salads. Learning what to do with apple cider vinegar. It could be a liquid drink at night. We don't need to buy these already made salad dressings. Learning to make a simple salad dressing at home does go a long way, and we can always make it according to our taste using ingredients that we like. chips and sodas. Unless we're having an event or a party, social gathering, this really doesn't need to be inside of our shopping cart. A healthy snack like hemp hearts are good. Learning different ways to snack. This is actually good on yogurt, salad, cereal. You can do a lot with hemp hearts. You can bake with it, and it's full of magnesium. Just learning about what we have in our supermarket, buying something we never really bought before, learning to do something new, learning to eat something new is actually very interesting. I've learned about food over the years. I've just started reading labels and seeing what was out there. Another way to save on food is having a point card. Most supermarkets do have a point card system for their customers. A way to obtain one would be to speak to the cashier or the manager of the store. They can lead you online to fill out the registration, which is usually absolutely free, or they carry the point card in the store and they'll just give you an application to fill out. So you're doing your groceries and it's like a few months later and you get to the cash, $10 off that purchase right there. So that just makes it all the more save-worthy when doing your groceries. Now, my last tip is shopping in smaller food chains such as mini fruit stores, little shops that sell food. We would be surprised what we can find in there and how inexpensive it can be. Well, family and friends, if there are any tips that you would like to add to this video by sharing in the comments, go ahead and do that. All the tips are really good. It helps all of us. I try to shop wisely, but I don't always. I'm trying to make more and more of an effort. I am also on a limited budget. I do see the prices going up. Wow. Shop for groceries wisely. How to spend wisely, how to save, whatever tips you have. It's always good to share. It's a community thing. I hope that some of these tips have helped you. And please subscribe, like, share, leave a comment once again, and see you in the next video. Bye for now.